And good afternoon, everyone. This is Dave Richards live from the ON TV truck. And we've got an impromptu situation here because we're going to have...
Hello, everybody.
We're going to have... oh, gee whiz. Now I got to get rid of my speaker over there. But the mayor of Woonsocket, Chris Beauchamp, is beginning to speak. We are here to dedicate the monument to the Athena's Cup. Here's Mayor Beauchamp.
I'm glad the day is here. Jen, it's a credit to you, your husband, your family, all that you've done, and especially what it memorializes, right? Breast cancer awareness. The statue behind us is a great rendition of your hard work and what you've done. I'm just going to read a brief history in case people don't remember, because it happened in 2019. So the longest bra chain consists of 196,564 bras, and it was achieved by Jen Jolicoeur, Athena's Home Novelties, Inc., and the Athena's Cup at River Edge Park in Woonsocket on October 16, 2019. The completed bra chain measures 200.48 kilometers, 124.57 miles long, and was displayed on a field at River Edge Park, looped in a 38 meter by 38 meter, that's 124 feet by 124 square, piled 1 meter, 3 feet high. Jen Jolicoeur was inspired to break the record in this category over a decade ago in honor of a friend diagnosed with breast cancer. Through her company, Athena's Home Novelties, Inc., Jennifer set up a charity called the Athena's Cup, whose mission was to raise awareness and money for breast cancer research by using the ultimate goal of breaking the record title for longest bra chain. Over 10 years, the Athena's Cup collected used bras from women and families all over North America to be used in this chain. Many of the bras bear handwritten messages for the names of loved ones lost to breast cancer, to words of encouragement from survivors and supporters. Finally, having collected enough bras, the Athena's Cup organized hundreds of volunteers of all ages from near and far to assemble the bra chain over 10 grueling 12-hour days during National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Once assembled, the record-breaking chain of donated bras serves as a moving illustration of all the lives that are affected by breast cancer. Jen, we love you and thank you very much. We do have some senators, state reps here. They're going to have some citations to give you later. But let's welcome Jen Jolicoeur, please.
Well, hello, everybody. I want to thank you all for being here. It means a lot. I look out and see faces of so many people that I love and who love me back. Yes, so I want to thank the mayor, of course, for making it happen, and we have members of the city council here. Give it up for them, because they voted yes when this was brought up. Yes, I especially want to thank Mayor Lisa Baldelli-Hunt, who was so inspiring to me during that time and said to me, Jen, anything you need, we will provide. So thank you to Lisa. I also need to give it up for Chief Tommy Oates. I don't know if he's here, but boy, he was all there. Also, the Fire Chief Shatraw, who got all the firefighters to come down and help. That was a big deal as the daughter of a firefighter. I also need to thank Dave LaHoose and Garrett Manciari. There's Dave and Garrett. You know, at the completion of the Athena's Cup, Dave came up to me and said, Jen, nothing like this has ever happened in this city before and never will happen again. We need a monument. So Dave, thank you so much for, you know. And it was at Kay's restaurant where I was sitting when Garrett Manciari asked me to lunch and slid a piece of paper across the table and said, Jen, this is a picture of the monument. So thank you, Garrett. Thank you so much. So as you heard from our prestigious mayor, the decade-long mission was to create the world's longest bra chain. Because what's closer to breasts than bras, of course? So it was the perfect symbol of a united stand against breast cancer. Hundreds of Athena's goddesses and Adonai devoted years of their lives to collecting bras. Chrissy Shedd is here from New Hampshire. She collected thousands and thousands. She would bring garbage bags full to every meeting. Every goddess that's here, every Adonis that's here stood up in front of their parties and mentioned breast cancer awareness. They encouraged mammograms and self-exams and asked, "Can I have your bra?" They wore buttons and pins that said, "Please give me your bra." And what was beautiful is that the women who were asked delivered. They gave us their bras. They would take them right off at an Athena's party and say, "Here, my mom had breast cancer, my meme had breast cancer. You can have my bra." And at the Athena's office, thousands and thousands of bras were mailed in. We would receive boxes. Madison's here. Madison, Robin, Amy. We would cut open those boxes and we would see these bras that were written on, that these heartfelt messages. "Mom, I miss you." You know, there was so many times we cried. You know, Lori was there. She got to witness these moments, tender moments. Like, it's funny, we're collecting bras, ha ha, but every single bra told a story. There was somebody behind that bra, whether they were affected personally or they lost someone. I'll never forget the day that a woman came in with a bag of bras and said, "I'm going for my mammogram my mastectomy on Friday. I'm not going to need these anymore, and I want you to have them." There was so many moments where we cried. So thank you to the office staff at Athena's, because they counted bras, they cried with us, and I mean, it was unbelievable. So I learned 3 major things with the Athena's Cup campaign. So the first thing is, when you have a big, beautiful dream, don't stop believing, right? Even when it seems so far-fetched and people tell you it's a stupid idea. And I definitely got a lot of that negative feedback, but you know what? I had a vision, I had a dream. So always remember to listen to your heart and watch for signs. And there were so many along the way in 10 years, but I want to share with you that there was a moment where we knew we were not going to break the record in that short time frame that we had said. We were going to do it in, 5 days? So there comes a moment where you have to realize where it's not going to happen. So we went to Chan's, which is like one of my favorite places in the world to go. It's where I have my date nights with my big daddy. So we went to Chan's with our dearest friends, and we sat around the table, and everyone was kind of sad because we knew we weren't going to make it. And I said, "Do we stop?" And that was when my friend Shima cracked open her fortune cookie and was reading the little slip inside and said, "Jen, I think I got your fortune cookie by accident." And she slid it across, and I turned it over, and it said, "Don't stop now." So there it was. So watch for the signs, my friends, because they're there. Follow your big, crazy dreams, because you never know who's watching. Like your kids. My kids had a front row seat for what it looks like to persevere and not give up, no matter how many obstacles you face, no matter how hard it gets. You can do hard things as long as you never give up. Yes. Number 2, you never know who's going to show up for you. So from my husband Curtis, who carried 1,000 boxes containing 200,000 bras up that hill. Thank you, Curtis. Yes. Yes. Misty Fontaine, where are you? Misty Fontaine, who's a goddess who I really didn't know that well, said, "I work for UPS. I'm going to try to get one of the trucks to bring some bras to make it easier." And she did just that. So thank you, Misty. That was huge. And of course, there was my mom, who was just like, go, Jen, go, don't give up. I mean, every step of the way. My grandfather, my friends, my goddesses and Adonai, they would have done anything to see this happen for us. And there were members of the community that showed up at that field in the rain, in the wind, in the sun. We had like every weather imaginable up there, right? We had windburns, sunburns. Yeah, it was wild. You know, people appeared and they would say to me, I'm here to be a hooker, which was great. Or I'm here to be a judge. I'm here to measure the chain. I'm here to walk the field. People like April. April, where are you? Every single day you were there. You were there. Thank you so much to everyone who was there every single day. Every time I turned around, there was somebody else there to help, like my 4th grade teacher, Mr. Menard, who I just love so much, and his partner, Michael, who were there in the rain and the wind and just collected bras. And whenever you came into the office with bags of bras, they would show up. And I don't know about you, when you see your 4th grade teacher, does anybody have a favorite teacher that they love with all their heart? Yes. Whenever I would see him, I would like go, oh my God, Mr. Menard, like a 4th grader, you know? So he was there to just inspire me too. My friends from elementary school, who I hadn't seen in years, I would turn around and there they were. I shed a lot of tears because you just don't realize how the relationships that you've had throughout your life, even though you don't see those people, there's still so much meaning and connection. Goddesses drove 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours from Pennsylvania to be up on that hill with me. Incredible. And number 3, connection is one of the most important things in the world. And when I say connection, I mean face to face, heart to heart. Yes, the chain was a symbol of connection in and of itself, because all the bras were connected together. But what was even more impressive and important was the connection that we all shared up on that hill. There was no doom scrolling on social media. Someone was taking a picture or a video or calling, please come down and help. Other than that, there wasn't a phone to be seen. We had senior citizens from the many high-rises in the city sitting across from the high school track in the mills and how they assembled things and what life was like. The teenagers were listening. What? Everyone was so connected in those moments. We had people who hadn't seen each other in years. Oh my God, you were my neighbor back in the 80s. How are you? I haven't seen you in years. There was one moment where one of my friends from high school, her mom was suffering from Alzheimer's and she needed a break, came to the field to hook bras. And she ended up sitting across from one of my employees whose mom who had just died of Alzheimer's. And they connected and they started talking about what they had been going through. And they made this friendship. So people who didn't know each other became friends and connected. And that was really special. You know, up on that hill, we created magic. And there was so many magic moments. I could tell you about Yellin' Helen, keeping us all going, and Erica rocking so hard from morning to night, making it happen. I mean, there were so many people who just were gonna get this done no matter what. Failure was not an option. So I want to thank the police officers and the firefighters and the city employees who also came to help, to empty the trash, to make sure we had what we needed. You were a big part of this too. So as many obstacles as we faced, and there was a moment where all the tents had just been set up, we're ready to go, a big gust of wind came, and all the tents came down and started rolling towards the mayor. And I'm like, save the mayor! Like, that's how it all started. Unbelievable. I loved that we did this together. So give yourselves a round of applause, because we did this together. And speaking of together, there are some people that I wished could be here with us tonight for this moment. So I just want to give it up for goddesses Jennifer Clanton and Heather Greco, who were there at the moment that the Athena's Cup was born. Jen lost her battle with cancer before she got to see it completed. And I miss Heather and Jen every day. So give it up for Jen and Heather. Yes. Goddesses, you know I'm doing that trick to not cry. My childhood friend, Patty White, lost her battle with cancer after a valiant fight. She was one of my inspirations for the Athena's Cup. And her mom's here, and her cousins are here. Thank you so much for being here. They were there every day. And I also want to mention Ray, who was Patty's stepfather. He walked the line carrying bras while carrying his oxygen tank in the other hand. My grandfather, Norman Lambert, give it up for Pepe! That man wore his "Can I Have Your Bra" pin to every senior dance and the cribbage leagues in this city. And he would come in with bags of bras. Oh, the ladies gave me their bras, So cute. And his partner, Madeline Mandeville, was also by his side putting bras together. And when Pepe came up the hill and saw the chain for the first time and all, he had his cane and he came up to me and I saw that there were tears coming from his mirrored sunglasses. And he said, "Jenny, all these people love you, and I'm so glad." So, hey! All right, Tammy Lomberto Roy lost her battle with cancer recently, but she was an incredible light to this city. Hope. That's what she stood for, and we miss her very, very much. So give it up for Tammy. And her father, Ray Lamberto, who we loved so much. He showed up here every day with his pliers that belonged to his dad. So think about it. He was in his 70s carrying his dad's pliers up the hill to clamp those bras. And he would say, I'm tired, but I'm not going to stop." So, Mr. Lamberto. And then there's Susie Lebrec. Boy, I wish she was here too. She was a big fan, a big supporter, would send me my card. "Congratulations, Jennifer, I'm so proud of you." I miss you, Susie. Now, of course, my mother-in-law, Marianne Jolicoeur, who was a huge influence on this city, the first female to be a housing authority manager. She was so special, and she loved the Athena's Cup. She would say to me, "Oh, Jennifer, I don't want this to end. Every day that I come here, I see somebody that I can talk to and hang around with, and even though my hands hurt, I'll be back tomorrow." Yeah. And finally, Shelley Bernardini. Shelley was one of my very first biggest supporters. She organized so many events for the Athena's Cups. She had bike runs and bingos and did so much. She's one of the best people and best friends anyone could ever ask for. So, Shelley, we miss you too. I'm grateful for this honor to have my name on this monument, but it belongs to all of us. Every single one of you who helped, whether you collected one bra or thousands, whether you were there to unpack all the bras or roll the bras or measure the bras, I appreciate you. Or run around that square. Misty and Josh, nonstop. One of the things I just want to conclude with is that there's a lot of magic that we all hold in our heart, every single person who's part of it. There was magic in October of 2019. It was right before the world went crazy. So always remember how connected we were then. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. hear that there's, is there anybody else who wants to step up? Does anybody have a memory they'd like to share? Don't do that, Rain says don't do that. Is it too hot for that? Dan Gendron, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Jen, I just want to say I was going to read this proclamation. I'm not going to. I'm going to present it to you. I want you to know this is on behalf of the entire Woonsocket City Council, just recognizing what you did. But after listening to you, the thing I want to say is more from my heart than it is from a piece of paper. And it's this. Did everyone notice Jen came up here and she went through and listed everybody that was important to this accomplishment? She talked about the people that are here today, the people that were here that day, the people that aren't with us anymore. It's all about others with Jen. And I think that's the sign of a good leader, a good friend, a special person. And that's what you are, Jen. Congratulations.
And one more thing, the dismantling of the bras. So most of you know that we break the record, and then that Saturday we left for the Athena's trip to Mexico. And on Sunday, I was involved in a jet ski accident and broke my back. So I bet you've never met anyone in your life who's broken a record and their back in the same week. That's me. Fun fact. Oh, yes, and my toenail got kicked off by a volunteer. It's okay. It's never been the same, but that's all right. It's a constant reminder of what happened. But I also have to say thank you to Chris LaHoose and Dave LaHoose and Dave Gladu, who went up to the field to help Curtis, who went up there with a Ginsu knife by himself to dismantle 196,000 bras. So we couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to add this placard right here. We're going to have a little bio about what this is about, so people that come to the city of Woonsocket will know a little bit more history. And then we're going to do that with your input, Jen, to put a nice plaque there showing what this is about. So the Jolicoeur family want to come up? We'll do the unveiling, please.
Mayor, before we do, I think our senators and reps might have a proclamation if they can just present it before we do the unveiling. Thank you.
Congratulations. So I just want to say, so for everybody that's here, we appreciate you coming out. I had the fortunate of being on the city council last year when we approved some monies for this, and I remember driving down to City Hall and I got a phone call from my dear friend David LaHoose about this, asking me to support it. And I do want to thank, where is Garrett? Where's Garrett? He's hiding there. There, he's hiding right there. Garrett always has a big heart for you, and when he called me, I was more than happy to support it. And again, it's not because I'm a senator now, but when I was on the city council, I'm very proud of what you do for breast cancer awareness and what you do for the community, and thank you.
And she is also a wonderful role model for all women, and I'm very fortunate to know you and to have you as a friend. And I was very grateful for being included, but this means so much, and I'm very excited for you. Thank you for being you.
That's Rhode Island Senator Melissa Murray talking.
Hi, Jen. Congratulations again. I remember the day very well because I remember you telling me, go here, go there. I need you to do this. Count here. You're supposed to judge. No, don't count. Judge. Okay, Jen, tell me what to do. And we did. We did. As you said in your speech, we did. The community, all of your goddesses and Adonai, everyone came together because of your dream. So congratulations, and never stop dreaming.
Hi, Jen. I'm glad I could stop in. I have to go to work, but I just want to say that Dan Gendron kind of got everything right. You are truly one person that brings everybody together, a true leader. I was there in the freezing cold counting, and just the work that everybody did. It was incredible just to watch how much it takes to do what you guys accomplished. So congratulations again, and we gave you a citation when it happened. We'll give you another one for this. You're going to have citations up the wazoo. So just congratulations, and thank everybody for coming and supporting. We got our guy here, right? We're going to go up top.
And now, for those of you listening on the radio, we've had Rep. Phillips, Senator Thompson, Senator Murray, and Rep. Casey all give their congratulations. The ladder is being put close by. We have one of our city workers, and the mayor is giving instructions on how to do this. A big blue tarpaulin is over this statue, which looks like it's, 8 or more feet high, and it's being pulled away now. Everybody is grabbing a part of the tarp. You see, it has a point on the top, and it's hanging up there. Oh, look at that, the Athena spear. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this monument, this statue, the statue of the goddess Athena, and it has the staff spear, the shield, the helmet, in battle dress, and it appears to be made all out of carved granite. They're all taking pictures. And of course the photographers are standing in our way. We're sorry about that, but the photographers are just doing their jobs. Watching live from Woonsocket as the Athena's Cup has been honored with a statue monument here at the entrance of the park where it all happened in 2019. Jennifer Jolicoeur, her family, friends, all around the base of the monument now. There's an inscription on the bottom. I can't read it from here. You'll get a chance to see it later, I'm sure. And a plaque talking about the accomplishments of the many people in winning the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest bra chain. Will be positioned in a steel frame that is just to the right-hand side of the monument. It's the first time anybody has seen it publicly. There we go. Not much sound at this point. She's not near the microphones, but she's egging people to come and join her. It looks like she's egging a lot of the goddesses and Adonai from the company to come up and take a picture with her at the base of the statue. Many of them are familiar faces within Athena's home novelties. We really have to zoom out to get them all in. Very proud and important moment for Athena's home novelties, the Athena's Cup, and Jennifer Jolicoeur, and her friends and family. And there'll likely be a few more photographs and everything, but that takes care of our ceremony. And we thank you for looking in. We thank you for listening in on the radio. And we will return you back to regular programming.